Hi, this is Simon says, let's do some French. So today I want to talk to you about le passé composé, la conjugaison du passé composé. For the passé composé, there is already a lesson about how to build it with the right auxiliaire. So the auxiliaire is the first part of the passé composé. It can be the verb to be, like here, or the verb to have, avoir. And the second part is the participe passé. So, in this example, you have the verb of movement, mouvement du sujet, the movement of the subject. So, the subject is in movement. So, if the focus is on the movement of the subject, you'll use the auxiliaire être. Like here, elles sont parties, they have been gone. So, here, es because they are women. It will be the same here, féminin, with e. Je suis arrivé, I arrive, I had arrived. Je suis revenu, I come back, but here no e because it's masculin. Je suis venu, I came, masculin, no e. Je suis né, I was born, féminin, because e. Je suis mort, I was dead, no e, masculin. Je suis resté, no e, masculin, I stay, but here I can say je suis resté, I stay, féminin. You can say je suis descendu, I got down. Je suis monté, I got up. Okay. Um, I also have example like these. So these, the focus is not on the subject that is doing the action of going down or going up. The action is on something else. So I can say, j'ai descendu les vidanges. I got the trash down. J'ai monté le bureau au deuxième étage. I got the desk on the second floor. So on this example and this example, the focus is on the complément direct. So you're doing an action and it's about the complément direct. It will affect the complément direct. The complément direct will be very useful to conjugate eventually your passé composé. And what is the complément indirect? The complément indirect is like in this sentence when you say je parle à mon père, I'm talking to my father. Like in English, you say to. So it's the preposition and it's like an obstacle. Like normally you want to ask the question, j'ai descendu quoi? What? What did I got down? J'ai monté quoi? I got what up? And it's the desk here. So it will be the determinant and the word himself. And my other example, let's go have a bigger look. Verbes pronominaux. Les verbes pronominaux come with the pronom réfléchi. The pronom réfléchi here will be in front of the verb. So it will be je me, and because it's réfléchi, you'll always use the the auxiliaire être, the auxiliary to be. So in this case, it will be je me suis rasé. But it's not always the case that you'll use suis, because when there's no pronom réfléchi, you'll use the auxiliaire avoir, and it will be j'ai rasé. Like in this example, j'ai rasé ma barbe. I shave what? It's my beard. I shave my beard. But in the first example here, je me suis rasé. And here, it's a woman. So the action of the verb pronominal, let's say the focus, if uh, it's the only thing that you have in your sentence is the action on yourself or on the subject, that is je or tu or il, it will you conjugate it with the subject. So here in this case, it will be a. So it can be a pluriel too. So there are many. It will be es or s. Je me suis couché. I put myself to bed. Um, or on the floor. Je me suis lavé. I washed myself. Je me suis absenté. I was absent. So in this case, s'absenter is not is always pronominal. You cannot say je absente. It will be in the present, it will be je m'absente. You'll put the pronom réfléchi in front of the verb. But for all the other verb here, it's occasionally pronominal. It's not always the case. And this is very important because uh, occasionally pronominal, you can find a complément direct. Like in this case, je me suis rasé la barbe. Okay, so you have to ask yourself the question, you shave what? Yes, you will say you shave yourself, but you also have a complément direct. So it's very important to identify it because when you'll make the conjugaison, we'll need the complément direct. You know what? We'll begin right now to conjugate it. Let's come back to my first example here. J'ai descendu les vidanges. So the rule to conjugate it with the auxiliaire avoir, you ask yourself, j'ai descendu quoi? I use often this question. I got something down, let's say. You want to identify the complément direct. And if the complément direct is in front of the verb, and it will be in front of the auxiliaire and the participe for the case, in the case of the participe de passé composé, you'll put les. Les vidanges, je les ai descendus. And because it's féminin pluriel, it will be ES. J'ai monté le bureau au deuxième étage. You replace it by L', le bureau L'. Je l'ai monté au deuxième étage. So, because it's masculine, you don't conjugate it. It will stay neutral, let's say. For the verb pronominaux, like usual, because it's auxiliaire être, and because in this case, where you are the focus of the sentence, je me suis rasé, when you say je me suis rasé, there's no complément direct. But if you say je me suis rasé la barbe, you'll have to replace la barbe by the complément direct la. And you have to follow the order of pronom complément. So, like in the lesson on the pronom complément, you know that you put me, and after that you put la. So you cannot reverse it. So it will be je me la suis rasé, and you conjugate it with the beer. Like in this example, j'ai rasé ma barbe. It will be je l'ai rasé. J'ai lavé la vaisselle. It will be je l'ai lavé. La vaisselle is the dishes. For the pronom complément, you really have to try to identify the complément direct. And if it can help you, you can change back uh, the auxiliaire by avoir to ask yourself the question. And this can be a little bit difficult because some people would say, yes, I shaved myself. Yes, I know that, but it's not the only thing that you did. Ask yourself precisely what did you shave? So you shave the beard or you shave yourself? Shave the beard. It's more direct. It's the full information, actually. Uh, les verbes avec l'auxiliaire avoir. The verb with the auxiliary avoir, to have. They are the majority. So, in this example, I have a house. J'ai vendu la maison. I sold the house. So I will replace la maison by L'. Je l'ai vendu. So maison is féminin. I'll put a E. J'ai rénové la maison. I renovate the house. Je l'ai rénové. E. J'ai peinturé la maison. I painted. Je l'ai peinturé. E. Now for an exception. And the exception is when you have to replace the complément direct by un. When you have un is when you have une, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, six. When you have a number, you have to put it at the end. Okay? And also when you have de, du, de la, des. When it's a quantity that cannot measure exactly, you put un also, like in this example. But un, generally, you don't conjugate passé composé with un. Some writer will conjugate it, but if you are not in the obligation to do it, don't do it. It will save you time and energy. So in my example, j'en ai acheté une. So it's the house, but I don't conjugate it because it's un. J'ai visité des maisons. J'en ai visité. I don't conjugate it because it's un. Okay, let's continue. I'll make it more clear. Okay, now for more advanced knowledge. Participe passé. Participe passé, it's the second part of the passé composé. Suivi, follow, d'un verbe à l'infinitif, followed by another verb. And this case is lire, read, manger, eat, pleurer, cry, manger, eat, tomber, fall. Okay? Uh, your, you will use the same trick the same question. Like you ask yourself, where is the complément direct? Is it in front? Okay. Is the complément direct in front of the verb? Okay. Will I conjugate it? You ask yourself this question, but you put something more. You have to take into account the infinitive. Is the complément direct doing the action of the verb at the infinitive? If it's the case, and all the other uh, thing that other the other thing that you verified are good, you can conjugate it. Let's see my example. Les livres que j'ai vu lire étaient utiles. The book that était I saw read était utile. Um, Maybe my English is not very good to tell you this, but in this example, it's not the book that are reading themselves. And me, I saw book being read. So people are reading book, and I'm seeing them read book. So it's not the book. The book actually replaced by que. It's not the book that are doing the action. So I can ask myself the question: J'ai vu lire quoi? Yes, you can say j'ai vu lire quoi, and it's the book. Good. You find the complément direct. But are the book doing the action of reading? No. You will not conjugate it. Les pommes que j'ai vues manger étaient rouges. The apple that I watched being eaten uh, were red. J'ai vu manger quoi? I saw what being eaten. Was the apple. Okay. Are the apple doing the action of eating? No. It's actually people that doing that. So you don't conjugate it. Les femmes que j'ai vues pleurer étaient tristes. The woman that I saw crying were sad. So, j'ai vu pleurer qui? I saw who crying. It's the woman. Okay. So, the complément direct. But are the women crying? Yes, it's logical. So, yes, I will conjugate it in this case. Les chiens que j'ai vus manger étaient gros. The dog that I saw uh, eating were big. So, in this case, who is eating? It's actually the dog. Yeah. Hmm. OK. La neige que j'ai entendue tomber m'a fait réfléchir. The snow that I heard falling make me think. So, what was falling? The snow. So, I conjugate it. So, you can see that I'm actually using shortcut after a while because uh, I can ask myself in detail, j'ai entendu tomber what? I know that something was falling and I can identify it. So I know what is the complément direct. Um, but is it is it doing the action? No. So I don't conjugate it. There are some exceptions for the conjugation of the passé composé. I can see this in detail in another video, but for now, these are this is the basic. So I hope this was useful for you, and don't hesitate to watch it again and again and again. I'll make other video to help you soon. So see you later.